Welcome to Fact or Freestyle.
People love Dave Nourie, and they always answer the phone when he calls. When we get him on Zoom, we ask him to confirm rumors.
Let's see how far down the rabbit hole we go.
Need to get back to Rays sometime.
So there's a story, Dave, I don't know if I told you this story about Rays. My grandfather had his machine shop in that building for 50 years, and I was born.
Really?
And I was born like 7 houses down from that. And so the first time I went to Rays, my friend was driving, and I started having these crazy flashbacks. And I looked at the road sign, and I was like, "You got to be shitting me!" So I went all the way. Yeah, I went all the way to like one of the rooms all the way in the back where I knew like my grandfather's shop was, and I was like I could still smell the solvent, and I was like, dude, I was making pegs back in the day in Rays. You know, so many riders are like sponsored by CBD. They're talking about their organic diets, and everybody's just doing natural. So on our show, we want to do supernatural. Okay. And we want to hear stories about like woo-woo coincidences.
Hey, I know you.
Oh, Joey Bagz! Yes!
Yes, dude.
It's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen you.
It feels like it's been like 1,260 years.
So you saw the clip, obviously.
Zach posted it. I saw it there, and I was like, holy shit.
Dude,
I gotta watch it over and over.
I'm definitely still on cloud 9 about it for sure. That's, you know, people are still blowing me up about it. It's just, I'm humbled, you know, I'm psyched. I'm happy that I got it done at the Nowhere compound in front of, you know. You
did it on the most unperfect conditions. You did it on rough plywood in a tight spot. Like,
it seemed like the deck was like 3 feet. It's so tight. How big was the deck?
It's 3.5. It's not even a full floor. I know.
And right now, the missus and I are at the tattoo shop, gonna get tattooed from an old friend, and you know, just good old time.
Yeah, I'm Crazy Karl Hinkley. Probably partly crazy because I got it under my brain that I wanted to start a completely free BMX training facility open to any and all with an indoor heated building and everything. We wanted to be year-round accessible. The thing about why I was so passionate about doing this is I'm in my 40s now, and I've lost a lot of friends over the years to drugs or suicides and stuff. And I know the importance to mental stability and being a part of a positive community. So we wanted to offer that to BMXers, but we are all wheels welcome. It's any kid. You could be roller skates, scooters, it doesn't matter. We just want to provide a positive environment to give kids a chance and help in the community. And then we just started building ramps, going on the news, saying, come on out, like, come hang out with us. We'll help you. I'll mentor you, whatever you want. And we bought this place almost 10 years ago. And that was, I mean, we've been just going nonstop ever since.
Every year, the events that go on in Unadilla at your house, Karl, just get more and more like insane, but insane in a great way.
Thank you.
Like, it's the amount of like love, joy, positivity, and you know, just I guess pure fucking insanity that goes on, you know, it's mind-boggling because it's like, yeah, this year is going to be bigger, but you go there and like you expect it to be bigger, but you don't know that it's going to be fucking 10 times bigger than the year before, or, you know, the shit that's going to happen. You're just like, you know, gnarly shit that happens on bikes, or BMX is needed. It's needed. The events that happen at the Nowhere compound, like that's like what is bringing back the pure like love and joy. You know, every event just brings everyone together and like re-sparks like a proper joy in people's eyes. The faces, you know, the riding, just the all around culture, and like, you know, everything about it is it's absolutely amazing, and it's been needed.
And now a little bit about yourself. Whatever you want to say.
Sure. All right. Well, I'm you know, I'm just the way I guess easy come, easy go. I'm just, you know, I'm a rider that's, you know, obviously I'm just like any other rider. I'm hungry, you know. This is what I breathe, just like you guys. I don't plan on slowing down. I just plan on just continuously progressing. And that's what I'm going to do, you know, like no one's really going to understand it unless you're a bike rider. But the past 2-3 days, I've been like shown so much love. And it's like, I'm always getting shown love and I'm still grateful for all the love I get shown. But like, I'm just like overwhelmed in like how much love I've been getting lately, like just these past 3 days. So it's like, you know, I kind of had to like step back from my phone and stop looking at it, you know, like I was just like, oh God, dude, like I just like in less than a day I grew like 1,500 followers. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? I guess I'm, you know, I did something that like, you know, blew people's minds. And I also made it on a few meme pages, which is absolutely hilarious. I don't know if you guys seen any of that yet, but like,
they get to meet like a pro rider and you're just a guy hanging out with them and you're giving the kids props. And like, that's what attracts a lot of people to BMX is the social aspect, that you can hang with a pro and realize they're just like you, and that, you know, they'll hang out with you. And it's not, even though you're larger than life, you don't act that way. And that's one of the beautiful things about BMX, is being able to sit side by side with your heroes and share a ramp.
You never say no to an autograph.
No matter how big I grow, like no matter how huge of a following I grow or how big I get in this industry, it's not okay to be too cool. Like, yep. Talk to your fans, be sociable, respond, you know, like respond to a message, respond to a comment. Like there's no reason you should act too cool for that. And there's no reason you should act too cool to wear a fucking helmet. Be the positive message that you
so you know, I used to, when I was younger, it was chasing the dream. You know, I used to eat and sleep and breathe BMX, and you know, I wanted to chase that career. But you know, I sustained a couple injuries that kind of put a halt to that. And then, you know, later on in starting what we do now, really what inspires me every day is if, you know, on our open session days, if I can go out and, you know, we had one kid in particular that struggles with some stuff, and he went from coming out with training wheels and not wanting to even get out of his car because he suffered severely from being around crowds, to a year later he's riding our indoor ramps. He's 8 years old, and we had an event called the Cornhusker State Games, and he was super scared to ride the event because it was a big crowd, but he'd gotten to know some of the team guys and me, and he was real close, and he rode the event and he did great. And he came up to me like while I'm doing awards and stuff, and he tapped on me and he says, Karl. And I said, what? And he goes, I'm so proud of myself. And like, I had to duck down because I started crying, and I had to walk out for a second, because that's my motivation. That's what keeps me going, is knowing that moment right there captures the essence of what I love about this sport. And if I can offer that, then that's what keeps me going, Dave.
That'll change his life forever.
Yeah, for sure. As Karl said, like I live, breathe, eat everything BMX. And I just have a mission to, every time I go out and ride, not only have a good time, but like I have to go out, and when I ride, I have to get at least 3 clips. This is just like an easy backing of me, like just to be better than who I was the day before, you know? Like, do that. Yeah, an accomplishment of like, whether it be a new tech trick or some new variation over a box jump, or, you know, even if I help somebody that's learning something out, you know, and it's not me like filming a clip myself, like that right there is an achievement in its own, you know. And like for the past like 3 years, I don't know, for the past like 3, maybe 4 years, like I've been getting a lot of like I guess boosts, you know, like, hey Joey, like I know we've never met, blah 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 blah, but you're the reason why I got back into riding BMX. You're positive.
That's rad.
You know, you're positive. your style, your effort, the blah 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 blah. That right there is like, that's the kind of stuff that keeps me motivated, like to be better than I was the day before.
Piggyback on that, I think you're one of the guys that's helping make breaks cool again, because we were in an era so long where, like, I remember for a while I couldn't even buy a brake with 990 or a fork with 990 mounts because brakes were kind of going obsolete. And because of some of your brake action, man, I swear you're helping inspire the brake movement come back, and that's really cool to be able to do that, to be inspirational to the scene.
I'm like, honestly, like, it's like that right there is overjoying as well to hear, and obviously overjoying as well to see, because, like, you know, people go from like die-hard brakeless riders for like 10, 15 plus years to being like, well, I could do this with brakes, and I've seen this done with brakes. I'm going to put brakes on. That's like, you know, that right there just gets me psyched. Even if it isn't because I'm the one who pushed that rider to put brakes on. Like, it just gets me happy. Like, anything to do with bikes, I guess, is just my happy. Just like all of you, it's my happy place, you know, and like to see the new movement, which was the original movement, having brakes on your bike become a thing now, is just like, yes, you know, like, yes. People are going to do more back rail foo-news. People are going to start doing hurricanes. Like, that's amazing. That stuff's amazing. Like, it just adds more to the list, you know, to the big list that you already had going. It just adds more, you know what I mean? Like,
we had Josh White on a few weeks back now. Back in that time, the era was about photos. He was like, because we were talking about how he was extending his style, and like he was kind of getting some flack from people because he wasn't holding his styles long enough, or he wasn't landing very smooth. And like every time he heard that criticism, he like stepped it up. And he said it was all about the picture. He's like, I just don't want to extort my body, tweak it as much as I can to get that photo. Yeah. And I just think it's really interesting now, because now current time, Joe, you're taking that and you're saying, okay, Instagram is, I mean, that's really your platform. And like, that's why I follow you and watch your stuff all the time, because it's never like, oh, I'm going to just see Joe do yet another, you know, transfer. I mean, it's like, there's always something new and fresh. And you have that mentality in your mind every time you go out to ride, and it shows.
Fact or freestyle? Joey Bagz is studying numerology to harness supernatural power to one-up his 1260.
Well, all right. So here's why Dave is asking, because this is our first rumor. I heard that you're going to be doing an event at 4:20 in the afternoon, which is 16:20 military time. And we think you're going to one up your 1260 at 16:20.
So long story short, like, I was like, I'm filming a 9-tap to foot jam or 9-tap to turn down in. That's like what my head was going at. Yeah. Okay. I just got stuck, and I got it 10, and I was like, dude, if you put your foot down, you're a dickhead.
I remember you saying that, killed me.
I was just like this, go in, and I was like, oh shit, that happened, you know? Like,
I'm watching this, and now I can see in this clip when you were like, huh, I wonder if it's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Kim Breton, Jim Hooley, weather from Terry Burhans, and Thor Tolo with sports. This is Channel 3 News.
From Elyria,
take the first step to wellness. Call number.
Fuck his face up.